Welcome back to our in-houses. My name is Bahamut. We are getting into what is going to be my final casted game of the evening. The score does not matter. The points are all just made up. This is in-houses, which are community games where basically top-tier players can showcase their skill. Excuse me. And be able to kind of create clips and highlights for the upcoming CCL season. We have a free agent tournament that was, well, the casters were announced today. The tournament's been announced for a while now. So it'll be myself and Crow and casting that one, not this weekend, not the following, but the one after that. We'll be casting that, so we hope you all join us for that one over on the Heroes Hearth channel. But if you're new to my channel, welcome in. Thank you again, Covert, for the raid. My name's Bahamut. I do a lot of casting of Heroes of the Storm. Tomorrow is going to be our subathon, actually, and we have a bunch of games. Doom Eternal. We've got some Heroes of the Storm viewer games that you're all welcome to join into on the North American server. We'll do some Hades. We'll maybe do some Gungeon, maybe Loop Hero. We've got some Jackbox party games. There's a lot of cool stuff, as well as we have some marbles. I know you all love that so very much, but tomorrow should be a nice, fun, long day of streaming. We hope you join us. Alrighty, and by we, I mean Bandit and I. Let's see, Medivh will be the ban with a Chromie on the right-hand side, Brightwing on the left-hand side to be banned out as well. What is this going to be? What are we going to be looking at here?
Give the best hugs.
Jamora George, thank you for the follow. Tychus, because they're going to Cho'Gall, right? I also forgot to introduce all the players. We have Got Filth on the left with Lutano, Valimar, Ascension, and Maka. On the right-hand side, it's going to be Funz, Galaxy, Gia, Sven, and Zaddy. Never can say it correct. We've seen a lot of Galaxy today. Galaxy's had some really good games as well. On Sylvanas, on Hogger we actually just saw. I think they had some Cassia games in there as well that were really, really strong. Uther to be the first pick on the right-hand side. Main tank for some decent stuns. We actually could see a Kerrigan composition come out from our right-hand side. Yes! That's such an early Cho'Gall. I can't believe they that early they Cho'Galled. I cannot believe this early they like. I'm not saying it's a bad idea by any means, but I'm just like, holy crap, that is a bold move from our blue team. Okay, Falstead to be grabbed on the right-hand side as well. Sonya will be another pickup as we get into our next ban phase. Maybe a Tychus ban, maybe a Greymane ban. That would be optimal bans out from this blue team, unless they plan to take those heroes themselves. They, on the side of the blue team, have the first pick after this ban phase, so it's going to be a Malthael. I actually expect there to either be a Greymane or a Tychus for the left-hand side, so maybe this is actually going to be a forced Tychus or Greymane ban from the opposing team, or it's just going to be an Ariel ban, maybe a Rhaegar ban to get rid of the Ancestral boost, or even the revive from Ariel. That was... You don't have to Ariel with the Cho'Gall, but it is a tried and true composition because you have that resurrect. You can go balls to the walls with the Cho'Gall, resurrect them, and keep going in and be aggressive. Let's see what we get here for our ban. It's going to be an Ana ban, who also would be very strong for the Cho'Gall. A nano-boosted Gall is a terrifying hero. I think I was going through who's in this. No, I think I got through everybody. Okay, I think I got through everybody. The Cho'Gall just completely throws everything off. Thank God. You don't need to sound so excited. Come on, more emotion, more energy. There's the Ariel and a Lily. Here's the thing. If you have percent-based damage through auto attacks, maybe like Falstead, because I believe he still is Giant Killer at level 13, you can mitigate them by blinding people. Think about it. So Sonya probably for solo lane. Uther could be the healer. I wonder if the members of the red team are considering like some more percent-based damage to really deal with this Cho'Gall. I wonder what the draft is going to be coming out for the rest of the team. So it's going to be Malfurion again and a Junkrat for displacement. Let's go ahead and kick off a prediction. I'll give you 2 minutes on this one. You can see that last pick coming in. But this is, you know what? If we're going to wrap up in-houses today with one more game, blessed be the Tomb of the Spiderqueen Cho'Gall game with an Ariel Lily. What else are we going to get? It has to be solo lane into Sonya. It doesn't have to be, but I would expect that to be the case. Could see... Zul actually would be interesting, but it's going to be a Rhaegar. Oh, Desert, I've also been spamming. I've been spam. Yeah, what even? No, I don't know. I don't know. Get your predictions in, everybody. Wow. Triple healer. So solo lane Rhaegar. Here's the thing. A long time ago, when double support wasn't like constantly being used, Rhaegar was actually kind of that double support bruisery healer that could be in the solo lane. You would go into the lightning, not lightning nova, the lightning shield build, and your actual wave clear in bottom lane wasn't that bad. You throw out the totem, you'd throw the lightning shield around it, and it would get some wave clear for you. And Rhaegar actually has decent auto attack damage. So depending on who he's going up against, it's not that bad. We'll see if it works out for our blue side. If I was able to vote, I'd be all in on Cho'Gall personally, but that's just, yeah, Steampunk, yep. Somebody, like, I just see 8.1k versus 660. Lily a bit OP right now, too. Oh, she's in a good spot. I love this. I love this. Thank you so much to these teams for doing this. I'm going to go ahead and show the game so that way if you want to make predictions and you're unsure of what the drafts look like, there you go. We are loading it a little bit slow, and I don't want the predictions to end before people actually see the compositions or if they miss them in drafts. So there you go. Get your predictions in, everybody. Here we go into Tomb of the Spiderqueen. They can't see it, but Michael Woodall can see it. And he's just that's gonna pop up. On the left-hand side, we have our blue team. Ascension's gonna be on the Lily. Skolka is gonna be on this Cho'Gall, which is gonna be Cattle and Maka. We have Valimar on the oh wait, no, I don't think it's Cattle. It's Got Filth, excuse me. Got Filth and Maka on this Cho'Gall. Lutano on the Rhaegar and Valimar on the on the Ariel. For the right-hand side, we have our members of the red team. We have Zaddy going to be on the Malfurion, Gia going to be on that Junkrat, Sven will be on the Sonya, Funds on the Uther, and Galaxy on the Falstad. The Cho has left the game. No! All right, we got a bit of a pause. Monkasteer indeed, yeah. It's a little Monkasteer. So let's see. For first level 1, we have Callous Tide for the Cho'Gall. We're just going to go through the abilities for now while we're waiting for the reconnect from one of the players. Wolf Run from the Rhaegar. Searing Light for the Ariel, so a little bit of damage from the healing. Serpent Sidekick from the Lily, which is... we'll just go through it because we have the opportunity. My legs DC'd. Cloud Serpent no longer costs mana, and while Fast Feed is active, its cooldown refreshes an additional 75% faster. Gall went into the increased movement speed bonus by Shove by 10% and the duration by 2 seconds. Oh, let's see. Silver Touch for the Uther, Frequent Flyer for the Falstad, so there's going to be the auto attack build as we were discussing. Emerald Dreams from the Malfurion, Furious Blow for the Sonya, and Tricky Shuffles for that Junkrat. A grenade launcher has no charges left. Junkrat gains 10% movement speed, and his basic attacks deal 15% extra damage. Cho'Gall, literally the entire game is just Monka. I don't know, like, I gotta be honest. The red team's gonna struggle in finding a kill. Between all this healing, between the blinds from Lily, the displacement from Ariel as well, this might be a difficult game for Falstad, Junkrat, Sonya, anyone to really find a kill. It is also, though, going to be double support back into the side of the blue team. So there's that Uther Malfurion that the blue team needs to go into, which will be difficult as well. Interesting. It's going to be a very interesting game here on Tomb of Spiderqueen. We're just waiting right now. One of the players did DC, so we're waiting for them to reconnect before we get back into this Tomb game. Got to make sure that the ping is all set and ready to go. It is kind of perfect that the out of all the people, the Cho or the Cho literally DCs. So it means that the Gall, and this is something I've wanted to do. Like, I've wanted to do this before, where it's like you basically have one person who DCs on the Cho, and you play the entire game with just letting the AI take you around. So it's that absolute chaos. But looks like we have a ready out from one of the teams. We're gonna wait and see if our red team is ready, and then we'll get going into our final game of the day on Tomb of Spiderqueen. I was about to go to sleep, but now I can't. Yeah, exactly. You gotta... when Cho'Gall's picked, you just gotta go for it. You gotta stay. Fix that for the... Alright, they are back into the game, so let's go ahead and get it back into this as well. Alrighty, so we had the DC just as everyone got into mid lane, so we are going to be able to see our level 1s, and we are going to also have our first engagement right now. Valimar already with a full bar of health to heal up that Cho'Gall. Tomb of the Spiderqueen, gonna be one of those maps where rotations are key, and the game can go very late. The game can also go very, very fast. We've had some pretty short games in our in-houses for this map, and Cho'Gall wants to get to 16. The big thing for Cho'Gall, in my opinion, if this is the build that I'm thinking it is going to be the Leaden Orb at level 16 for a lot of that extra damage. The Falstead doesn't get the last little bit of damage into Lutano, who's able to just wolf run back behind the gate. You can see it right there. Increase the movement speed of Ghost Wolf from 20 to 30, so that's mount speed. If an enemy hero is hit by Ghost Wolf basic attack, reduce the cooldown by 1 second. Really, really good talent for the maneuverability of Lutano right now, and also to be able to jump onto the lane. This is actually what I was talking about. You're just trying to utilize your abilities to clear the wave, and you're not trying to win the lane. You're definitely not gonna win it. You're just mostly trying to sustain it while the rest of your team builds to the later half of the game and outscales the enemy team. We'll have to see how that all works out as the game does progress right now, because we're only at level 3 between both these sides. Junkrat still sieging up in the top lane, utilizing the just so much harassment between the Explodium. Not the Explodium charge. That's Gaslow. Between the Steel Trap and the oh my god. I'm blanking on it. Concussion Mine. I don't know why. I keep wanting to say like Explodibit. It's been a long day of casting. We're getting a little lethargic. It's been about 6 hours straight of casting, so my apologies. Either way, the game will continue, and that's going to be a nice stun. Ooh, the double back from Got Filth and Maka right there is really, really strong. For anyone that did miss it when we loaded in, it's going to be Got Filth playing the Cho, and we have Maka on the Gall. 4-4 in our levels, no kills just yet. No availability for Web Weavers, not for another roughly 20 gems on either side, so a few more rotations to be had as the triple healers try and dive onto Uther, and the Uther just gets healed by Malfurion. What a weird sentence to say. Like, well, this is so awkward, because look at the Lily Ariel is actually dealing decent damage into funds. Looking into the bottom lane, Sonya was trying to grab the Siege Giant camps, actually leashes it, which means just lets it go back to full health, and Cho'Gall dives down in here with the rest of the friendly members. This is all 5 technically on the left-hand side, who are actually going to get rooted and slept for a hot second. Cho'Gall trying to chase onto the Falstead, excuse me. All, just different bird, different wings, also different model scale. And Junkrat is pushing these waves into the front gate and also trying to slow the Cho'Gall down so that they're not able to get the soak through the lane. But I think actually Cho'Gall was able to just jump onto that in time. Fun's taking a bit of damage down here in the bottom lane up against Lutano. Sven has come in as well, and now Lutano's like, all right, I'm out of here. Ooh, reading the spear, 200 IQ as now Lutano jumps back onto Sven, who's... I like the way that Lutano's playing this, making sure that all of their damage is mostly hitting Sven and allowing the Siege Giants to actually help out. It's a lot of, like, minuscule, not chances, but minuscule decisions that Rhaegar's making, Lutano's making, that actually keep sustaining this bottom lane and kind of keep forcing Sven back on that Sonya. 6 up on both sides, 7 talent tier right around the corner. We'll go ahead and cycle through some of those other numbers in just a moment, as this will be Cho'Gall surging fist into that bottom lane to come help out the Rhaegar. And you can see once again, this camp will be leashed, constantly getting these rotations out from the Cho'Gall, which Lutano actually moves onto the camp while the Cho'Gall is going to harass Valimar, and Got Filth Maka are going to do an amazing job of just peeling the enemy team off this camp with just the rotation of Cho'Gall. Lily catching the soak through top lane to make sure the experience does not fall behind. In this composition, you really don't want to fall behind on that Cho'Gall, because if the enemy team can get ahead of you, they can constantly punish you, and getting to that Leaden Orb at level 16 is just, that's the goal. Like, I keep harping on that, but the CC and the setup that you can get from that is insane, and it's just so annoying to deal with, especially on the opposing side. And now we will see that 7 talent tier. Falstead going into full auto attack build. Secret Weapon will be able to buff out probably the giant killer damage as well. Keep that in mind. A lot of synergistic value that's being built from Falstead's current build. I actually will say this, I do love that Falstead has... Oops, sorry about that. I was trying to adjust my chair and my mouse just went everywhere, but I like that Falstead has 2 very viable builds right now. It's not like, oh, you just go this way. Like, Wingman was starting to kind of dominate the meta a little bit right there, as this Cho'Gall chases on to the Malfurion, finds the kill. Gia getting very low, but the sleep, the last second root from Malfurion actually saves the Junkrat. Oh no, but the words I can't even say is Cho'Gall still steps out and finds the kill into the other healer. So a sacrifice from Malfurion and Uther will keep the Junkrat alive, but Valimar right now being hit with every form of CC from the Junkrat, and the first Webweaver phase will go in favor for the Cho'Gall. 10 talent tiers rotating in or coming in for both of these sides. Valimar pops the healing onto themselves. Let's go ahead and check out the damage, healing, and experience so far in this game as we approach our 10 talent tiers and look at our Webweavers descending. Sorry, I was watching Lutano just dump damage into Galaxy, but Galaxy should be able to get a kill with the sustained damage and that root from Malfurion. That right there was first kill for the members of the red team, but it bolsters that experience quite a bit as late game kills are going to be more beneficial than these early kills we have seen on the left-hand side. I mean, look at this. One kill is just about double the amount, or excuse me, half the amount of what that initial couple kills got for the members of the blue team. So good back and forth thus far. Tame and Strike does not connect onto funds from Valimar. Ascension still stepping forward. Blinds are going to be key here to make sure that there's the wave clear is going to be mitigated on the side of the red team. Cho'Gall getting a little bit low right now. Valimar taking a nap and also gets silenced so they can't heal out the Cho'Gall. That silence now ends, and it worked out for now. It actually forced back the members of this blue team, who now re-engage with the Bloodlust from the Rhaegar. That's going to be the Twisting Nether as well. Divine Shield was used onto Junkrat as the Riptire is going to be point blank in their face. Lutano getting very low, gets the Crystal Aegis from the Ariel, and it doesn't save them. Cho'Gall goes in, though, and finds the counter kill into this Junkrat. Root goes out onto the ground from Zaddy to try and save themselves. Funds finds a stun to be able to pick up a few of those gems that were dropped. This is Cho'Gall chasing in. You even saw the little bit of a shove there coming in as well, and the Malfurion will be able to live. Cho'Gall going to tank a little bit of damage from this fort, going to lose a little bit of health, but the red Webweavers will come out in favor from this right-hand side, as it looks like Sonya might have been the one to be able to sneak away during all of this and get those last little bit of turn-in gems necessary. What is going to be the siege potential from our red team? We just watched the blue team push in and get some decent value, specifically into top lane, a little bit into bottom lane. Let's see what the clear looks like, because here's the thing. Webweaver clear, I would say, is lackluster on the side of our red team, or on our blue team when it comes to actually individually spreading across the map to do so. Lilian right in top lane right now can only do so much. Water Dragon goes on to Galaxy. I missed that completely. I missed that completely. Anyways, Sven should die to damage over time. Healing will be good enough between the just the Uther, actually. Malfurion's currently pushing against Lili in top lane with the help of Falstad. There's a lot of good siege coming out in favor for the side of the red team, and this is a lot of siege, actually specifically just into the top side. Mid lane did get opened up a little bit further, but can the blue team make a play happen here? Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, and the top lane fort will go down in favor of the blue team. Taco, thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone from Taco's stream. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you again. If someone could shout them out, that'd be very much appreciated. I hope you had some good games. Oh, an NGS cast. Oh, nice, 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 nice. I hope it was a good cast. And what division? We're currently in our final game of the day. We got a Cho'Gall game, so of course it's perfect. It's a perfect day to round out our in-houses. But thank you again for the raid, my friend, and bringing all your friends over here. If anyone doesn't know me, my name's Bahamut. I do a lot of casting for Heroes of the Storm, and just to quickly mention, we have our subathon happening tomorrow morning PST, tomorrow afternoon if you're on the East Coast, and in the later evening if you're in Europe, 6 p.m. if you're in Europe. Let's see here. Cho'Gall gets rooted, gonna take a bit of a nap, does get awoken immediately. Both teams have availability for turn-in once again. 13 talent tier is on the cusp for the side of our blue team. Big stuns, a lot of damage going in onto this Cho'Gall, who is gonna be shoved, as well as utilizing the Surging Fist to get out of there. Fun's actually gonna go ahead and just keep pressuring out onto this Cho'Gall. Nice concussion mine denies the Cho'Gall from poking onto this, and it seems like our red team's trying to go for that second turn-in here. A lot of good rooting going onto the Cho'Gall. Stasis will be used from the Ariel. Is looking up on the bar just to see, is that off cooldown? Yes, it was. Water Dragon's ready to go. Big dive onto Ascension in this bottom lane. Does she pop the Water Dragon? No. Lutano tried to make a play, or at least help out with some side healing. It didn't work out. Now Cho'Gall coming down here, continuing the fight, will get rooted by Malfurion. Gonna get knocked around. That's gonna be a huge Twisting Nether. Bloodlust was used. Sven gonna be the target. Now Galaxy may be the new one here, because there's gonna be that level 13 sustained wins. Basic attacks against enemy heroes deal bonus damage equal to 1.5% of the hero's maximum health and increase 2% while Tailwind is active. This is a new, I guess it is, yeah. So I thought it was actually still the same. I don't know if it got changed, but it definitely did get a different name. Sustained Winds is basically the giant killer, but the red web weavers will descend due to Sonya through the top lane. Funds being saved by Galaxy with the Gust. This game is looking like the members of the red team want to continue to siege in and punish this Cho'Gall's wave clear. That's why I was thinking maybe we see Azul for that last pick. No, no, no. It was a Rhaegar, and this is now 15 into level 14 in favor for the side of the red team. Rhaegar's trying to clear out that top lane as quickly as possible. Cho'Gall dives in the bottom lane. Not going to focus onto Galaxy, mostly wanting to clear this wave out. Sonya pushing hard onto Rhaegar in the top lane, who doesn't want to lose those gems. Lily in mid lane being forced back by Funds. We have Junkrat jumping over here as well. Cho'Gall, Ariel clearing out things through the bottom lane. Galaxy anchoring in a sense, throwing that hammering out, but it doesn't dismount because, well, there was no mount to be had. This is actually Cho'Gall trying to 1v1, but that Falstad needs to keep in mind, excuse me, the Cho'Gall needs to keep in mind Falstad has that percent-based damage now with that level 13 talent. Looks like Cho'Gall's gonna actually soak out the bottom lane. As I keep saying, 16 talents here is critical for this blue team. That chain stun off of the Leaden Orb is such an insanely strong tool. Sven pushing up this top lane very, very far, but this Sonya has escape tools if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she has no escape, which, let's actually look at this really quickly. Basic attacks to 20%. Okay, so she basically goes to 120% when she uses those abilities. I thought for a hot second that she was actually moving at 130%, but I was like, no, 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 that's not actually true at all. Oh no, she's mounted. I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong? Okay, she mounted up in a hot second. Alrighty, so 95 gems are available for the members of our blue team. Back-to-back web weavers did happen for the side of the red. Gonna turn in a few as they're roughly, they're actually like 46 gems, maybe 48 gems turned in, or at least able to turn in for that right-hand side team. 15 to 16, we're getting close. Division C East, nice, 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 nice. Ash Mantle, thank you for the shout-out. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's look at this. Sonya going in onto Lutano. Lutano has 30 gems. Like, this is such a scary spot to be in. Falstad flies in as well. They want to punish these gems. Valimar with the Detainment Strike into the wall. Did finish out that pursuit, excuse me, repeated offense. Ooh, Bloodlust used by Lutano to keep themselves alive. And the blue web weavers will be turned in by the Cho'Gall, so going to push out this bottom lane a little bit further. And there's that 16 talent here. Leaden Orb, 0.75 second stun. But keep in mind, there's also going to be Twilight Nova, so you have the extra Dread Orbs. You have that level 4 talent, which I believe gives you cooldown reduction. No, radius increase, but you also can reverse the direction of that third bounce, which that is huge for just more CC. And you can see it coming out right now. There's going to be the stun. It's 0.75 seconds, but you can actually overlayer those bounces, so you actually get back-to-back stuns. If you do like the very, very short bounce, if you're just kind of in the enemy team's face, and that's what we might be seeing here. Oh, Sven actually getting away right there. Cho'Gall dives in with the Twisting Nether, going to be focusing onto this Malfurion, almost getting the double CC from that Leaden Orb. Now with the Web Weavers pushing in, Falstad's actually just trying to take a keep in top lane. I love this anti-pressure. I love this anti-pressure from Galaxy right now. Galaxy's gonna lose a lot of health, but they're fine with that. That doesn't matter. That's a keep down in top lane with no fort down on the opposing side. So that's consistent catapult pressure with no matching anti-siege from the members of the blue core. Like, that is a very good pickup from Falstad during an objective phase, but was it too much? Detainment Strike into the wall. Riptire gonna be coming around the corner. I don't know why, it was just, man. Dumb jokes that I think in my own head. All right, 69 gems available for the members of the blue team. Nice, as they need to wait 10 seconds for the clutch to reopen for the turn-in. Until then, it's probably zoning back the enemy team. Gonna actually grab this camp as well. You can see the level of aggression, the confidence from the blue team just skyrocketing at this level 16 because of so much CC and aggression that they can have here. Cho'Gall gets knocked away, but I think that's actually kind of where Cho'Gall wanted to be. Do we have the Molten Block from Cho'Gall? No, it's actually going to be just more, I think it's Surging Dash is the level. I think this is where you have the Molten Block, is level 13. Members of this blue team continue to siege in through this bottom, through this mid lane. Falstad was showing in bottom. Funds is going to get destroyed by the Cho'Gall. There was the Water Dragon as well from Lily. Sven trying to spin to win through a lot of this damage. Valimar has a full bar of healing, consistently being filled up by that Cho'Gall, who's just living in this enemy team underneath this keep and not even worried about the damage being taken. So much sustain, and the members of our blue team will find a keep through mid. Are they going to go for the end? We currently have the Falstad Falstead hearthing back, and this is going to be the Uther down for the next 30 seconds. Cho'Gall and friends are looking to end through mid lane very quickly with this level 16 talent tier advantage. Silence onto Rhaegar. Riptide is coming around. There's going to be a decent amount of healing. That is a wonderful Crystal Aegis from Valimar to keep the Rhaegar alive at the last minute when the Riptide did go off. Core is starting to grow its shields back. Cho'Gall goes back in once again. It's at 99%. 98 starting to fall. This blue team has to go quickly. Uther's up in the next 4 seconds. Can they burn this down, or was this a mistake to overstay? Falstead barrel rolls away, trying to get away from the Water Dragon value. This is Cho'Gall taking a lot of damage, getting CC'd to all heck, gets the hammer out and doesn't live. Goes down right there. The core is falling. Can the members, can the 3 healers end this game? The blinds from Lily are going to be so helpful. 3%, 2%, 1% core! Win condition is through the top lane from Falstad. Wow. I cannot believe we just saw that. I cannot believe we are ending tonight with a 1% Caleris core. Oh my god. The GGs have come out, and that is going to be game over to the red team. GG, well played. Holy shit. The most Caleris core I've ever seen in my entire life. For anyone that doesn't know, Caleris used to be a host and caster for the HDC, and they named, anytime he would be a caster, the core would always go to 5%, and then the team would all wipe and they would lose the game. So Caleris came out and said, if the core falls to 5% but doesn't go down, it's considered a Caleris core. The members of the red team win that game. They will, the Twitch payout here has got to be insane. It was like 10K to 1K. Wow, big points going out right now. That is absolutely insane. The Bandit Buck economy. I am just shocked. That was such a close game. Got 2,400 for my 220. Hell yeah, Storm. Oh my god. I can't believe we just watched that. I can't believe that was just what happened.